What's going on, guys? Manifold here, and well, we're gonna go over a good old note run. All right, we're gonna basically just be doing a note run that I personally do, just going along the southern, well, part of the island map, and well, I'm gonna be wiping everything. As you'll see here in a second, I'm just putting in my command so you can obviously see a lot clearer, and I'll be wiping all the trees, the bushes, stuff like that, so you can get a clear view, kind of like this. So usually, so there's a 4x node here. Usually, you kind of want to hit this second. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry. You usually want to hit it first, but I hit it second. So, for example, this is where our first node is, right on here on the map. Literally, this is what I do anyway. I usually hit that first. I go around and run to the 4x node, just like this. Now, at the same time, okay, well, this is the 4x node here. Again, this is the path I usually take, is going this way, not so much the water. I mean, you could do either or. As you're doing this, I highly suggest as you're running, just press and hold E and just keep picking up stuff. It gives you more experience technically. So that was the third note. I'm going to the fourth one now, and yeah, just kind of I'm looking around so you kind of have an idea where stuff is. Maybe some kind of landmark, maybe something sticks out to you. Obviously, so you can know where you're going. So this is note number 5. This is a little tricky. It is a vase here, and it's usually in the rock. There's usually a couple rocks around it. Sometimes it could be a little hidden, but just so you know. And then you just run up the hill. This area isn't usually too bad. It's usually a couple Trudons, maybe a raptor or two. So just in case before you run up here, maybe try and get some stam. Yes, on the bottom right, for some odd reason, I'm doing this in single player, and, well, if you couldn't tell, and for some odd reason, it's giving me 4 times for every note. So I'm like, okay, so I can't even really show you how many levels to get, but usually doing this kind of note run, I'll get, I don't know, it depends on what kind of server. If I'm doing unofficial, I'm usually in the 70s. It could possibly be 80s, just depending on, do I get every note in a certain amount of time, and so forth. So yes, if you do see me go back at any part, it's just kind of trying to give you more of a reference of where things are. And here we go. This is probably the trickiest one, to be honest, especially with all the trees there. I'm going to do another video on a note run, maybe trying to show you like a path I try and take with the trees and everything on, so you have more of a realistic feel. But again, I just kind of wanted a plain, simple, everything's kind of wiped, so have a general idea where they are, I hope that makes sense. So we cleared everything. Go to this one. Honestly, these are probably, this one and the next one are probably the hardest ones. I don't know why. I always screw them up. Probably just something stupid. But just to give you an idea, yes, I do go up a little bit higher here, just to give you a reference of what direction to go in. So you just want to go basically just southeast. There's somewhat of a kind of like a little bit of a stony, dirty looking path going toward it, but not completely. Just try and aim for over the hill, stay toward the right side. Now, with this note, you're going to walk in the door. Usually there's a whole bunch of rocks like right here. So you're just going to kind of want to slip through there, get the note, obviously, and then just run back out the door. You can either go left or right. I don't know, I usually just kind of go left because usually there's a lot of bad stuff to the right. Well, there's kind of bad stuff all over here. Usually raptors, more Trudons. I get an occasional theory once in a while. And then with this note, you can actually like kind of where it's pointing. It kind of points this direction to kind of, give you an idea where to go down the hill. And yes, you kind of want to aim for just to the right of the, well, now to my left, kind of the little hill mountain thing. You want to aim for this arch is what you're aiming for. So you go up this arch, make a right, and as you can see, right there, boom. So you just under arch, follow along the right side, run toward the water, right there, boom, done. Now, so after that one, we stroll along. And I usually kind of go to the right. I don't know why. You don't have to. I don't know. I just find it easier for me to just kind of wrap around. You can go along the left side instead of going in that archway. Sometimes you get the damn icky birds. It kind of piss me off. So this one, nice and easy. Sometimes people are built here, so that kind of sucks. Sometimes you can't get to it. This next one is not too far at all, as you can see. It's just right behind that rock. So with this, I kind of forgot the Jane note. I did pop it in here. I know it's a little dark, but same reference. So it's right here, right on top of like the mound. You just get that. Another that's another 2x node, and plus you get some skins. So you just run along, run across the water, run along that part of the beach, As you can see here, there's that little nub of sand to the right. You know, you usually just go straight up the mountain from there. And you find this note toward the back. Then you just go, basically, it's like northwest from that note. And as you can see, right there. And then this is where basically kind of from this whole area right now is going to be a little poopy. You got Spinos, Theories, Aloes sometimes, Raptors, Troodons. So you're going to definitely want to have some stand before you start going to this note. And this is a 4x note. An actual 4x note. I still don't understand why it gave me all 4x. So I usually just kind of slip down through there. There's usually a couple extra rocks, but again, with me wiping everything out. Yeah. So I kind of started going up that hill just to, I should have stopped it. That was my fault. But basically I started going up the hill, went left, find this note, and just kind of go up, kind of wrap to the right around the mountain. And then that'll bring you to this note. And by the way, these are just ways that I take for me to try and remember. You can pick your own route, obviously. Then I just go basically directly across the water, directly east almost, and find this note. And then, yep, and then just to give you a reference, I kind of go this way, and I usually kind of aim toward that path and then make a left, as you can see here. So so I just go to that path, make a left, and usually go there. I just kind of cut straight to it with this one at this point. And then you want to follow up here. So just kind of run directly east, run to the water, follow it along. Occasional raptors, you get a theory here and there, a Spino. Usually pretty avoidable stuff here. I think the raptors probably running along that path are probably the hardest part. Then obviously, well, here as well. So then from here, basically just cross the water. It's pretty shallow there, so pretty easy to run. Won't really have to do it too many megalodons. So obviously you're going to run up here, run up this path, just wrap around here, and you'll hit that note there, and then we're going to run left over there. So just give you an idea, give you a reference, because over here it could be a little tricky because it is super heavily wooded. So yes, I love it. It really wiping out all the foliage like that really, for some odd reason, lags this thing like crazy. But anyway, there's that note. This note, yes, you'll find an occasional Rex. You got some Chalios in here, and Raptors, Sarahs, Carnos. Not too bad though. Again, I think the biggest problem here, obviously, yeah, we're gonna run just southeast and then run northeast from this note right here. But yeah, I mean, you usually kind of dodge stuff because there's so many trees. But again, it makes it that much harder just to see these notes, especially this one. This one could be a little tricky. That's kind of dipped in there. So, yep, just give you another reference because, again, it is heavily wooded. So we're just going to run up there, run there, and then we're going to wrap around and go up the hill. So, boom. Again, still same thing. Raptors, Carnos, occasional Rex. Get some Troodons, Dilophosaurs you could run from. And then we just run up the hill and look for this. This is a nice little base spot. That's why I kind of started looking around. I'm like, nope, go to the note. We're doing this for the video. And then last one, usually I just run down here. I can usually just get this with, still with having 4x. And then wrap it up here and just, well, done on the beach. So, and then I usually just start crafting as much as I can, like a little starter base. Hopefully find a PT or something. And, we kind of get to a decent base spot. Or just build right on the beach. You got water here, get some crops going, and so forth. So I really hope this helped you guys out. If it did, please just do me a favor, leave a like. If you can, if you have a suggestion to make these videos a little bit easier or to make it more to your liking, what would you rather have me do? I am going to make another video where it's trees and doing an actual run. I'll probably do that here in the next couple days, I think. But anyway, guys, thank you. And again, leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more guides, content, and survival games, and especially art content. And I appreciate you guys. Love you guys, and we'll see you.